Leslie is what I was going to say is my biggest question mark on how they can actually make this work because we don't have much data.
I think
this is the debut.
The Leslie and the Angela Rome. That's what's worrying me. Here we go.
Match point once again for Blacklist International to move on through the play-ins stage here to kick off the playoffs for Season 13 MPL Philippines. And we're going to take a look at the early rotations here. MNNE EVOS with this lineup. This interesting lineup. Can it work out? We're going to take a look at the emblems in just a second here too, but already Smart Miles having that focusing mark paired up again with a Leslie even is what I'm looking at.
Here we go. All right, if you're trying to build a Leslie right now, it's an assassin emblem, of course. And that's weakness finder, yeah?
Yeah.
That's weakness finder and weapon master. Okay.
Okay, so with that, once again, burst potential from MNNE EVOS is what I'm going to look out for. Now, other part of that is dealing with Haji, just like in the previous game that we saw. Once that Divine Judgment's available, once he has, every time he has that flicker available, they're going to look for a play. Look at this already.
Aggressive flicker in for Spider Miles.
Wow!
Power hits, and it's going to be a trade 1-for-1. Doming with the kill, though, that's pretty massive. But here comes Haji. Tries to pick up the pieces there, but that was a flicker committed. Spider Miles so in the game here.
Yep, Oheb just had to dash and use a little bit of it as Inspire. So, fortunately for Oheb, Miles died before he did. So he got to see all of that. He got to get all of that.
Yeah, he got that extra there, but you know, even with that move, hold on, heavy spin.
Oh, Oheb just got back, but
wow.
Already being pressured up non-stop by MNNE. The rest of the squad is here. They're ready to fight this. Haji can't really do much. And now they created a lot of space. Speaking of space, though, top side. Easy pickings for Blacklist.
They traded the turtle for Oheb. And again, it's not like Oheb had to die.
Yeah.
It's just they went full-on ube on the gold lane.
And so this is what you can expect, the trading across the map to happen here, especially with this. So Oheb is quite behind. You know, yeah, he got that early kill with that exchange, but now he's struggling. So they're going to have to kind of pay attention to him, especially now that Haji is close to that level 4. He's going to have that Divine Judgment available. So then that's where there's the threat. It's like flipping a switch, basically. Once Kaja has that Divine Judgment, then you got to respect it a little bit. There it is.
Full committal once more for Blacklist this time around. The flickers are so spicy, and Spider Mouse can't even save him. And now with Lancey on the way, my goodness, Blacklist on fire right now.
That's that switch. Boom, it's on.
That's it right there.
Turn it on. Yue close by. We have a play. Let's do it.
And no matter how fast MNNE EVOS can burst down whichever target they choose, nothing beats suppression. Again, nothing in the game can go through suppression. So the fact that Haji here, who has spent the latter half of the regular season honing his shot calling, becoming the heart and soul of this new era of Blacklist, that's going to be tough. Again, the numbers are against Blacklist in the early game, but it looks like they've clawed their way through, and now they're in the lead, about 200 gold.
Yeah, which is crazy because when you think, oh man, Oheb, he went down 2 times early on. He's leading in gold right now against Doming. And it's just a little bit, but that'll continue to build up here. Yeah, the battle spells are also down, so they got to wait a little bit for them to be online. So MNNE EVOS, that window, that early game window that they had, it's closed, but they can still find these openings, and that's what's so great when you have an Akai. He's almost, I mean, when you're able to get the heavy spin lockdowns, it's great. You have Kirk on the CC, which has been banned out again for quite a bit of the series, that can pop up now, and we've seen just how strong a CC with a vengeance can be in a lot of these skirmishes and team fights. So now, this turtle, we expect a fight to break out, a dance to commence here. Sensui in position alongside Yue. Edward making his way. Haji there too. Has a Divine Judgment. Do they trade it though?
This is what I'm really curious about. How does the fight look with Edward in the mix? We're seeing them looking straight into KZen. Kurt also already being protected here by the Heart Guard. Yue going down. Sensui still gets the turtle. And the fight looks like it's just trying to just last on it.
KZen couldn't even get close. You saw that.
Yeah,
Blacklist did everything.
He almost did, and then there was just way too much firepower presented by Blacklist, so he just called it off. Interesting, though, the fact that, again, you now know that Oheb has seen how Doming plays. And again, if you're a gold laner in the current metagame, you have to understand the ebb and flow of a Moskov in the early to mid. So it's impressive how he's, whoa.
Oh my goodness.
How he's recovered. Again, looking at this, he's up by 300 gold over Doming.
Yeah, so with that, things have kind of evened out there for the most part too, but it's interesting that the fact too that Doming picked up, the Sea Halberd first, rushed that in, locks it in, probably going the Berserker's Fury next, I would assume. I mean, it's been a while since we've really seen Leslie played, of course, but once you get, I would say, Berserker's Fury and maybe the BOD or maybe whatever that third item is going to be for this build path here for Doming, that's really when you have to respect that damage paired with the extra 6% from the focusing mark.
All right, here we go. Haji taking a face full of the ultimate snipe. Here's something to note. MNNE EVOS, they have yet to get one single turtle, right?
Yep.
Blacklist, their objective control is so amazing that one of the main
Whoa.
strengths...
So deep in, and target is locked. And they're looking for Lancy
Doming.
at the very least slow down that NetherRealm, but
Kaysen.
they are able to get it back in time. The dive in ear from Kaysen should be crucial, but he does not have teammates nearby. It is all him against the whole of Blacklist, and now they take care of business.
Oh man, that's frustrating if you're MNNE EVOS and Kazin. He's feeling very heavy trying to get in position on that.
In more than one avenue, MNNE EVOS should have won that fight.
Yes.
There were several pathways for them to have just cornered the core heroes from Blacklist, yet Blacklist were able to shimmy their way out. And instead, it was MNNE EVOS who got schlocked into position there.
Oh, no.
And walked away with nothing. And now Blacklist are going to get 100% turtles.
Oh no!
Spear hit to the face, and Edward finishes it off.
Spear! Schlock!
Schlock, bro.
That's a good way to
They're
explain
not done!
Oh, they're still going. They're diving it up on the turret. They're not afraid at all, even without minions, Eternal Guard in hand. But how long can they keep this up? Kaysen takes care of it, but everyone else got wiped off the map.
This is the Uber revival. Blacklist International. It's like looking at themselves in the mirror.
Oh my goodness. Oh, in-game code. In-game code.
Oh, in-game code,
Dun,
grab
dun,
it now.
dun. Grab
All
it
you
now.
guys in the chat asking,
And-
where code?
It's gone.
There it is.
Maybe. It's
Grab
still
it
there.
while you can. Man, talk about Blacklist grabbing everything that they
Okay.
could right there.
Okay, Doming's firepower is getting there.
He's got
but not-
Berserkers now.
But not quite yet.
Not quite yet.
This is 2 items. I reckon this young man should have a Sea Halberd in his item path soon.
Who, Doming?
Oh, there it is. It's already there.
Yeah, he rushed it.
BOD then, sorry. I meant
BOD.
BOD. He definitely needs to get in there.
I think once he gets the BOD, that's really when the threat comes. But I'm wondering, is Blacklist even going to allow that timing to happen here? Look at
Take a
that.
while.
And over the wall he goes. And NetherRealm deactivated for MNNE with Blacklist in
no.
their heels.
Oh,
They're
man.
running it out. Doming looking for targets. Sensui is the one he chose, but he's just super tanky right now into Carmilla.
All right, ultimate snipe called off.
Still
Kaysen.
going?
Can
Okay.
still do some pretty good damage here. And there goes the curse. Link is going to be Kaysen and Doming. It's not going to slow down the attack, though, as there is an attack from behind. Kirk goes down, even with the heart guard.
What is the power play happening right now? Ultimate going to be dropped, but nothing will be able to suffice for MNNE EVOS with that exchange. They are struggling against what Blacklist lineup is able to do time and time again. And if it's not Haji pulling the go signal, it's Edward on the backside, or it's Sensui just sitting there in the front, standing menacingly. And now, Lord up here, pulled again.
Another wave, another momentum shift here by Blacklist, currently pushing back the jungler of MNNE. Kaysen obviously going to be saved there with NetherRealm and a huge committal of the hard guard. That will mean a free Lord once more for Blacklist, 6K ahead in gold.
What's difficult for MNNE EVOS is their lineup is so honest in what kind of damage and who they're targeting with, right? Check it out. It looks like it's an endless battle first being built onto Doming before the Blade of Despair, which I understand, right? Economy is tight. And
Yeah.
you need to be able to get what items you have in the short amount of time you have. It's going to be difficult to cough up the gold to get to that Blade of Despair. But for Blacks International, this is a very comfortable 6K gold lead. This is the money that is stopping MNNE EVOS from ever even picking a fight. I think that last kill on a Kirk, even after the Heart Guard, is a sign that, hey, you're not ready for it yet. Please don't. And by playing defensively, MNNE EVOS might actually be able to get back, but I don't know if their wave clear is as good as it has to be.
That's the question: is how long do they need?
And can they hold on? How
And
long
how long
can they hold on?
And will Kaizen find his target? I mean, it's so difficult, man.
Not only that, but like with the what? Oh,
Oh,
Haji!
the pull in again. Black is being very proactive now, playing up under this hard guard.
Wow.
Kirk this time around taking care of Oheb. This is a huge swing.
Okay, Oheb down. Edwards
Another
down
one!
slow.
Edwards gonna fall as well. Kirk looking for targets. Spotted out by the Eternal Guard means that might be the full retreat. MNNE getting back on the board.
That's
Signs
what
of
they needed.
life.
The whole ball clap back. Amazing work, shutting down Oheb, taking down Edward, and I think they have found out step one in getting back into this game. They gotta scatter Blacklist.
They gotta scatter him.
They gotta break down the Ube,
Oh man, and
And
with
they-
everything that happened,
and they would know.
they would.
And I could have sworn it was impossible because they forced Kaizen to use a defensive heavy spin. Like he scrambled
It looked good already, yeah, for a moment there.
for Blacklist, but yeah, no, look, a negative gold benefit
Negative.
on that Lord.
Oh,
And that was all that happened too. Domeng was able to pick up the Endless Battle, so that was his next item that he locked in, possibly going for the BOD next year.
Now it's BOD time.
BOD.
Now it's BOD time. Checking out what Blacklist is up to on items. That's 3 core items already on US, so he's still definitely a force to be reckoned with, a threat. Great pickup on Haji, though. He has a Twilight Armor and the Fleeting Time.
Oh.
Oh, wait, here we go.
oh, this time around it's Kaizen who came out on top of the execution here. But look at this, Edward straight into the back line, and they take care of Kaizen because of that. Nobody can't do anything. Oh my goodness, it's a bloodbath. Oheb is still alive. They removed the Nether Realm. It's a 4v5. It's still defensible here. There's no minions available.
They want the turret.
They want that turret though. They get it.
Okay.
Ultimate
Wow.
Snipe.
Snipe's gonna come down.
All
Not
right.
enough damage to clean anything up. So down Kaizen, their jungler's gone. Blacklist just says go.
All right.
Get that Lord.
Are they going to try to contest?
Yeah, that's a big question mark. And they are the ones who got taken care of again. Lancey down for the count. Another one for the Blacklist.
That's got to have been a communications breakdown if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Lancey had no business walking in there all by his lonesome. And here's the thing. The fact that they saw what their win con could be, something tells me maybe MNNE EVOS, some members of them might want to go much faster than the others.
Yeah.
Because this is a fight where Blacklist was comfortable taking it, despite the amazing heavy spin by Kaizen. So with that said, I think we're back to square one, at least to where we were 2 team fights ago. Blacklist in control, 8K ahead.
Massive swing once again in momentum for Blacklist International to work with.
Kirk.
They got that turret
Kirk.
down too. Kirk, you're probably going to want to get back to base unless he's just trying to make a play on the backside. Lord's in the base now.
Yeah, since Sui is all charged up and
Oh,
ready
Kirk.
to go, they find Kirk once more. Heart Guards in tow here, but they're taking care of turrets instead. Lord is there for the count, and another pullback here by Haji. Able to save here by Lancey at the very least, but now it is time. It's now
Whoa!
over here for Blacklist, for MNNE rather, and now they take
Oh!
they take so much, and they give so little, and they are fighting back. The Hulk Ball definitely doing some work here, but in the end, it's 2 for 2 with a successful defense for MNNE.
They stayed in the game though.
They're
Does it
not
work?
going down without a fight. MNNE EVOS, their base still stands. Blacklist, another taste of what could be. If MNNE EVOS find the perfect entry, look at that, the bodies lay in mid lane. We'll check it out again where it all went wrong, because again, that could have definitely been Blacklist ending the game.
All right.
This is big brain moves by Kirk.
That's right, MNNE EVOS here, still in it. The
So
back
good.
line play, the reason for him staying in the back there was worth it. And look at the CC, and then Doming just with the killer instinct. Target acquisition through the roof.
It's it's very micro play, but I also like that they really stuck together. No one could get targeted immediately.
Yeah.
So even though they are down by numbers.
Yeah, and Blacklist had a tough choice. Do we lean into this fight that we could maybe win because we are up on firepower? Or do we just back off? And I think it's that confusion in that moment that allowed for MNNE EVOS to win a trade. Again, any kind of 2-for-2 trade when you're ahead is bad.
Yeah, and this is where it gets a little scary, too, because now the BOD's locked in from Domeng. We just got a preview of what the damage can look like as they were trying to defend their base. Yeah, the base is fully exposed here, but you're going to see them check it. They have to respect the damage potential, and being able to spot things out, of course, is crucial, too, with Domeng here. Now, Haji, if he makes a play, if he lands the Hail Mary of Flicker Divine Judgments and gets the automatic -1 from the line of MNNE EVOS, that's going to be a huge power to play to work with. Lord's coming up here, though. Does MNNE EVOS want to find a positioning for this, given how things have fallen into place? Once again, as they approach that Lord pit, they have to watch out for Haji here. So Blacklist will go ahead and start this Lord up, and they're not trying to waste any time with it.
No,
look at their positioning.
That's tough. Even with 7K ahead, Blacklist know that there could be a contest, but I think MNNE EVOS are much better on the defense. Maybe they can play defensively here. Maybe they can just wait until Lord is knocking on their door and then find another scatter team fight.
They're looking for the opportunity. They're looking for that opening. Blacklist also just playing it patiently. I don't blame them.
Yep.
They have the luxury to do this.
Good pickups here, taking their time this time around. Blacklist going to go for it. Dragon Form.
That's Edward straight up on the Lancy. He's looking for targets. He's also looking for Domeng, who is actually pretty far away. And now, because of that, it is going to be an easy day for the Lord, at least for now.
Oh, no.
Edward?
Good. Kzen looking for Edward. Eternal Guard trying to help out here. Edward's fine.
Oh!
Now it is going to be the full-on collapse. And it is going to be Oheb going down first. Domeng looking so good with a hard guard.
Oh my goodness, Haji found Domeng, but they couldn't kill him! Another Lord!
The Lord wants it! Lord wants to end, but I don't think it's going to be enough. What's Blacklist going to do here? Oheb nowhere to be found to provide fire support. And because of that, another successful player for MNNE.
The Hokbo are still in it. After a messy team fight where I could have sworn Spider-Man was holding on. Where is it? Where do I jump? Where do I jump? And they got an amazing catch, right, off of Haji.
Yeah.
But still, the fact that they found Oheb in the backline and did not suffer any deaths means MNNE EVOS, despite the communications breakdown prior, are still in it.
Moscow seemed to be evaporating today, right? I didn't even notice Oheb dying.
This it's insane because Haji was able to get Domeng with that. Now Kirk!
Another one. Divine Judgment this time around. It does feel like it will be on tilt. It's MNNE on the offensive.
Oh, he's cut off.
Curse of Blood is activated, but it's not going to be there for long.
They're so low.
So low, everyone on Blacklist
Wow.
right now. It is MNNE fighting with heart, looking for their mark. They fight Sensui because of that.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Blacklist understood who the dominant force was in that engagement. Look at Banoobs from that player lobby cam,
lobby cam,
He's
yeah.
like saying, Busyan, Busyan! And that was just off of a single engagement wherein you could have argued that was a delayed heavy spin.
Yeah.
That was a reactive heavy spin.
Yeah, maximum respect for Blacklist, knowing that you know what, they can't handle it. So just gonna try to test out the waters there.
Kirk.
They got burned.
Yeah, Kirk picking up the next item here. Okay, it looks like, yeah, he's got that Brute Force Blast Plate in, locked in. He's defensive as hell, especially when that Vengeance is popped. And depending on where the Heart Guard goes, look at this. They are just forcing finally Blacklist International to stay in their tracks. Even with an exposed base, they have this much zeal, this much confidence in themselves to move around the map.
Respect my authority.
But you know what?
Wow.
Speaking of map, I feel like MNNE just has to keep doing this. They need to always keep those minions far, because one Spear of Destiny into the base with a nearby wave is game. No matter where Oheb is.
Yep. Just needs to time it well. Someone nearby, and then just
Even a minion nearby.
maybe 2 seconds with the base for free. That's it. So again, map control still clearly with Black, but team fight wise, it looks like MNNE EVOS now have their number.
They definitely have Fangs this time.
They're exactly where they want to be here.
This is close to 50-50.
Okay, it's going to come down to keep an eye once again on Haji. deciding who he wants to go in and pull. There's a lockdown.
They locked down Edward. Edward is the call.
Oh!
He's gonna fall without any answer at all. And there it goes. Netherrealm already used up. Blacklist seems to be calling for a retreat.
Oh, the base is being pushed in though.
Base getting pushed in. Oheb is alive. Don't forget that. No Inspire means that this might not be the go time though for now. But MNNE, they know that condition. They know that win condition that exists.
All right, now we've broken the 20-minute mark over the regular season. These two teams both have the longest average game time respectively. Blacklist number 1, MNNE Evo second, and now we're going into the late game, the end game, if you will. And to be fair, both teams present a pretty solid threat, right? Again, as mentioned, Oheb can just come into the base, backdoor it, right? Oh, here we go. Oh, spotted.
Oh, I spotted out.
Oh, wait, he's still going?
He's still going?
He has a flicker. All right.
He does, but almost too risky.
Woo! Woo!
So
All right.
that's called off.
That's a minute and a half until he can do that again.
And here we go.
Uh-oh.
Kizen used up the heavy spin already.
Sensui!
Sensui!
Oh!
He gets it! He gets that target. Oheb falls as well. Oh my goodness, this is looking so bad for Blacklist right now. And MNNE are capitalizing. And Manus cannot handle it.
Whoa! Oh,
Passing it
no!
around. Haji is playing up under towers here, but MNNE have to be careful not to overplay. Kirk is definitely playing it to the maximum on that CC.
Hold up, what is that? At least 30 seconds until it's just Haji on the map.
Oh,
It's only Haji. They're just going to wait for this wave to push in.
It's one minion though. Can they
Haji.
maximize that?
Well, not technically even a wave, it's a cart.
It's a literal cart.
They got 18, 17 seconds
Haji
for
knows the mission,
Sensui.
but he can't do it.
He can't get close enough. He might with the
Can't
first
get
skill
close
here.
enough. Now
Oh,
they're
he's
trying
got to
to tag it up,
sacrifice.
and here comes the actual wave. And I think
And the ball!
we have a game number 5.
Against the odds, MNNE Evos holds on to take it to game 5.
Leslie wins! We have a...
Can this be enough to pull them ahead and move on to the next part of the play-in stage? Or will Blacklist International be able to be the ones to turn things around and go on forward after what just happened in game 4? It all comes down to this final game for Blacklist and for MNNE Evos.
Only one may stand. Check out Spider Miles' concussive blast here, helping clear waves quickly. And Onyue, it's not the first farce of the regular season of the season, season 13 rather, but it's still rocking the usual mage, rupture, and then wilderness blessing. As for the Lolita, it's a whoa, interesting.
Yeah,
a
interesting.
support emblem.
Little regen focus there, and also cooldown reduction, right? You want to be able to go ahead, and that's one of the great things about Lolita is the CC potential.
Also, it has the favor boots, not conceal.
Heal?
Yeah,
Shields, right?
because she has a
Yeah,
passive,
shields.
and then
Oh, the shield. Yeah, the
and then
shield
she can
heals.
also do it. She also has shield on demand. Oh, all right.
Kaizen. He's not going to land that zone as welcome, so just battling it out here. But yeah, that's it. I guess that you really have to just kind of see it in action, right? That's kind of what you're going to have to see, and that's why this is, in a way, it's almost a risk that Spider-Miles locks this in, but maybe this is something they've been holding on to, and it's what better time to pull it through and see if it works out here for MNNE Evos. And that makes it even kind of a little bit harder, I would say, for Oheb on the Mozkov. Now knowing that if I enter into this fight on these crucial moments within a later portion of the game with the spear, even though I have a Purify, I have...
Whoa!
Hold on, Aji?
Yep, decision has been made onto the small barrets there, and Edward gets first blood. Instant activation coming in from the shot calls of Haji.
Joseph, you were saying.
Yep, and that's most likely going to be a turtle. But again, Oheb will have to work against the shields obviously being utilized with Spider Miles. That's just going to be an objective for them. What a perfect hero. Oh, Doming still going to be alive.
Oh, wow. And then Oheb can just freeze here. Oh, no, he's just bum rush. I think he wants to go for plates. They're going to try to isolate Doming. Oh, just out of
they're looking for
range.
him.
Just out of range.
Barely.
Whew, that's calculated. He knows.
Oh.
He's got to be that far away.
Look at all the gold on Oheb now.
Well, that's a lot.
There we go. Just
Oheb
trying to
already picking
block
up
out
that
some
first
of
item.
that.
Wow.
Just a reminder that shield will break after taking 1,000 damage and plus 15% of the total HP of the Lolita. So it's not as good as before.
Look at the gold.
Obviously, it reflects,
Right?
but it's not the effect you're looking for. Anyway, we'll see how that looks later.
Thinking about how that. Oh, wait, Oheb.
Oheb getting
Wow.
gold in here. Nominal blast, just for good measure.
Good purify.
He hit the P, man. He hit the P.
Yep. Good usage there. And so they get that out, 80 seconds before he has that next available to him. So he's got to be very defensive here. As you see a lot of this attention now on this bottom side to help Doming up. Again, that's kind of the job. It's like, all right, we have to almost emulate what we did in the previous game to allow Doming to scale up the way he needs to be. I'm wondering if his build path is going to be very similar that we saw in the previous one. Hold on.
And there you go, Blacklist. Think, you know what, maybe we can take this fight. And they are going to find Kaizen for their efforts.
That's a tight little corridor that even an early game Moscow would love. And this is straight up Ube again. In this 5-game series alone, I think Blacklist has gone Ube and turned the clock. I don't know if it's because of the presence of their former teammates that's allowing for them to do this.
Okay. This is, they go in again. Haji.
Go straight onto it. Oh my goodness, Doming didn't even last a second there. And it is only going to be a tower kill here for MNNE. Oh my goodness gracious.
All right, we didn't check in on the XP lane as much, but looking at the XP, looking at the waves, and looking at how Kaizen tried to help Kirk, Edward's doing fine. Edward's actually winning this lane.
That's true. Doesn't need as much help as other lanes here.
Yeah, so that means he's bobbing and weaving between Kirk's full skill set.
Oh, look
Right?
at this.
Look at this.
Gonna be jumping in, Edward. He's actually in a really bad spot here, but buys just enough time for his teammates to actually get that turtle.
Man, what a distraction he is for Edward on this Paquito. We've seen him do it time and time again, and in fashion this time around, of course. It's hard to really find a moment if you're MNNE EVOS when all these things, not just in one lane, but across the map, are falling apart.
And I think MNNE EVOS, I believe even in that position they could have killed Edward, right? But even that was a failed rotation. Even that was a failed attempt. So all the more Blacklist barreling on forward. 3,000 gold ahead. And a good chunk of it is on Oheb.
3,000 gold ahead, and with that, look at things falling into place here, item-wise.
Dear Lord, 5 minutes in, approaching 6, and he's already got 2 core items.
And there you go, they're hunting for Kirk once more.
Oh, Kirk.
Easy killings, easy pickings, looking like it for Blacklist right now. Kirk had no opportunity to fight, even though he just actually built in his item.
And that's the danger of that Paquito locked in for Edward as well.
Kirk did not have Petrify off of cooldown. It was like 5 seconds off since he died. So something tells me he was waiting for that, and Blacklist timed well. Again, growing this lead, approaching 4,000 gold now. And the pressure doesn't let out.
The Farsa hunting
Doming.
down that Leslie. It's a tale as old as time. It's happening here again.
It makes you wonder, going back to the draft again, they could have held off on that Leslie pick. And they locked it in that first pick of the second phase. And they're getting punished for it here. There are no areas to work on this bottom side. Doming again will be able to spot them out. But look at the turret. It's just going to be demolished by Oheb.
They're going stop to stop, man. It's a journey, it's a trip. And they're just taking pictures with turrets and then breaking them down. Something to note, Sensui just built his Guardian helmet. And that's going to allow for him to, unless he took fatal damage, to just keep going. Again, moving from stop to stop.
My golly. These feathered airstrikes are hitting like tanks.
Yeah, that's something you kind of forget. You don't see Farsa often anymore, but you remember real fast the burst damage, the big dam she provides.
And that's 100% turtle take rate for Blacklist in this final game, Game 5. Looking at the items once more.
Whoa. Kaizen there trying to look for trouble.
Wow,
He's
Oheb
gonna
is
be
up.
fighting back here.
Oheb's up 2,000 gold, man. That's a full item.
Look up on the mid. MNNE looking like they're ready to go for the kill. Kirk close by. Sensui dashes
Oh,
in
no.
on him though. And again, the crowd control chain. He can't move. Kirk can't cast the skill, man. What was that?
Nothing, not an ult, not a
petrify.
petrify.
Kirk can't play.
Let Kirk play.
Let Kirk play.
All right,
We need him for MNNE Evos here.
Doming is so far behind. Doming can't farm, man. Oh, wow, the DG on you.
Oh,
Oh, that is
he can
tough.
do it here.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness, look at the damage on the Lolita, even with the shields.
That is pure zoning.
The Lolita was an odd pick. Its first item, too, was the photo. I wonder what the game plan is here.
If you think about it, it's like, all right, we want shields, but what happens when there's just so much damage that the shields don't matter?
Yeah, Spider Mouse, unfortunately, very much a non-factor at this
And they
point.
just time it out. Look, they see the bulwark and they just let it go. Oh, Edward.
Catch Edward though.
Edward.
How is he? Okay, here he goes down.
The
Shot
shot.
Essence.
That's right.
And there you go. Everyone just make sure that they can protect Yue while he is on Feather Airstrike.
Okay, given the fact that this is a 6,000, almost 6.5 lead for Blacklist International, we cannot count out what happened in the previous game. They had an 8K lead, but this feels a little different this time around. This feels like a little more struggle for MNNE Evos to actually pull this one on its head again, like pull it over in their favor. What is that going to take here? We know that they're massively behind on multiple fronts.
Yeah, again, given MNNE Evos' lineup in Game 4, they had the out. The utility that their roster had was through the roof. They were able to scatter, disperse, and target specifically Blacklist. But now MNNE Evos, they're all over the place in the wrong ways. They have good AoE fights because of the Lolita. They have target acquisition with the Yu Zhong. And it's so hard to be a Barat in the face of a Fredrin and a Farsa that can hold you down and kill you even before you see the artillery.
Yeah, Doming, it's so hard for people like Doming to actually get in a comfortable position because there's just no safe place for him.
Yeah, and that's part of it is like, for Doming this time around, you really don't have much except the flicker. And as soon as you use that, you're almost a sitting duck for them to take. So the amount of defense that Doming needs here is crucial. Now, if they get to this point where, okay, we're once again going to be in that position where we got to just defend in our base, somehow pull a miracle off with this lineup, then hopefully they're able to pull that off. But even this, Oheb picks up the hotspots. He now has that sustainability, that healing to help him out even further here. So already they prep up for a MNNE Evos. Let's see if they can defend.
Down goes Feather Airstrike. Again, damage has been done, but this is going to be Kirk trying to cancel out the ult. And that's the classic interaction, right? You go in for the Black Dragon form and the Feather Airstrike, you cancel it out. But the push is already done here for Blacklist, it seems.
All right, good defense by MNNE Evos. They're going to keep their inhibitors, and they're going to keep Blacklist International at bay, but for how long?
They're trying to get more.
Hey,
Target
they
up.
hold on.
Yep.
MNNE Evos is making it happen right now. Look at the damage.
Good
We're starting to have
damage.
it, yeah.
And Yue back off cooldown here. This time around, does feel like MNNE still packs a lot of punch here in this lineup.
All right. I'd like to mention something else that MNNE Evos might have to worry about, especially since they're starting to be able to move out of their base, at least for now. Their vision comes at a very steep price. Spider-Mouse has to be up close and also protect Doming. But again, we've made it a clear point that Doming is so good at protecting Doming that maybe he can be independent. But after that, the only other semblance of vision that MNNE Evos has is Lancy throwing random skills into bushes. And
That's
then
true.
maybe, on another asterisk note, is Kirk with the Black Dragon form. But that means you spent your ult. So where do you go if you're MNNE Evos? It's so tough to hold out. That means they have to, again, once more go into a defensive mindset.
Yeah, I'm thinking like another 8 minutes. You know, 6 to 8 minutes for MNNE Evos here, which might mean they give up even the next Lord, let that get taken, work in their base.
Which worked well for them in Game 4. So that means it's better if they make that decision now and play for that outcome. As for the other side, Blacks International, they have to understand that that's what MNNE Evos is going for, and that's what will benefit them the most. go for the juggler. Man, end it as quick as possible.
And with that, Lord's going to come up. He's going to go ahead and spawn MNNE Evos. We saw them getting in position at least to try to have something to work with, but ultimately I just think, again, they go ahead, let that get taken, and get ready for this defense real quick. The Lord is going to be taken down. Of course, with the type of firepower and itemization that Blacklist has with a nearly 10,000 gold lead. So we'll see if MNNE Evos has enough in the tank to defend once again at this point in the game.
Yeah, it's a lot of it is more on, is there a possibility of MNNE making pickoffs here when everyone's inside the base? And what are the tools they have to make those pickoffs happen? A Turtle Guard, maybe a Numenon Blast Catch. Very conditional, right?
Yep.
Because you don't want to throw Kaizen in front.
Yes. If Blacklist gets picked off, whose fault is that? Blacklist.
Blacklist,
right?
yes,
MNNE
exactly.
Evos has no way to displace heroes in a way that will not hurt them in return. So here we go. They're going to go for the break. Oh, something's going to give.
Yeah, something's got to give here for sure. Sensui is going to back off, going back into a defensive position. Edwards on top side. He is working on that turret. And the fight is still happening here. Oh, is going to be caught out. And this time, Yue getting chased out by Kirk this time. Haji. But the backup allows the kill to happen for Yue. And now MNNE are back on the defense, clearing that Lord, losing on 2 inhibitor turrets.
Still a 2 for 2. They lose to inhibitors, yes, but that just explains how well MNNE Evos understand their defensive state right now.
Yep.
They took 2 on the way out in Sui and Oheb
And
did not die.
they
They didn't lose.
They didn't lose, and so that kind of thing can happen one more time, I would say. And if it does slip through, but you see this, right? You see the damage being pumped out by Doming. As long as he is alive, he's working on the BOD, I believe, now. He's already got that, he's got the Berserker Shrew, he's got the Endless Battle, he's got the Sea Halberd, so BOD locked in will be a huge threat, unless he goes, of course, for Wind of Nature to deal with some of that defensive ability. But right now, this is crucial for MNNE Evos. They have to stick together. They cannot let it picked off. They cannot deal with losing anyone right now. And you can see the shields provided with this Lolita, with that Flask of the Oasis as well. It could end up helping them, sustain through some of that fights. And then that's where really the CC comes in. The Eternal Guard. Hold on.
Pretty big. Yue for the bush check.
Y'all saw that, yeah?
Yeah.
That was a Queen's Wings on Lolita.
Queen's Wings
Can't
locked in.
confirm, yeah, it's
The
real.
shields are huge.
The shields.
there.
Oh,
And look at this. It's going to be another one charged up. Haji this time is going to be in trouble. Where's the backup coming in from Blacklist? It does not seem to be ready as Haji will fall to Doming. And Sui up on front has the ability to maybe pull off some good exit frags. Now it is going to be Oheb not able to get in position.
Team fight excellence from MNNE Evos.
this is,
You don't know.
but they're going for it.
Oh!
And right now it is going to be Blacklist this time around going in first.
Oh,
But look at
Sensui.
HP of Sensui not hitting anyone
Kaizen!
with the Freezer Wrap. That's Juggler down. It's 4v5. Kirk falls.
Oh!
It's a 4v4. Kaizen gets that Lord. But the chase is on. Blacklist.
Oh, do they want
get
to fight
more.
it? Oh, Edwards on the hunt.
Edwards on the hunt.
Abu Jingjing.
Abu JJ looking for Doming maybe.
Spotted.
But the Lord is going
Spotted.
to be there.
He had the flicker. He was contemplating. But right now, they got to clear this Lord. They got to deal with it. Look at the damage.
Woo!
What?
That is spicy. Oh my golly.
Miles.
Miles in trouble here, not having to shield up anymore. Crowd goes wild. And there goes the shielding and the healing provided by the Lolita.
Oh
No,
no.
this is tough here.
I think
MNNE
Blacklist
Evos.
making the call.
Just making the call here. 4v3. Not much wave clear available for them except for Latsi. And Blacklist fans are roaring. And this time around, they are going to be the ones to push in into the play-in, furthering the attack.
And everybody on the Blacklist International side, the agents can breathe as it looked so close for them, but they will win the series 3-2.